Hey, yo, remember, if it's not BetUS TV, it's not for me.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. As it pertains to the Seattle Seahawks, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that something needs to shake out differently amongst the interior offensive line. Got so used to seeing your man eat at Geno's, make chicken salad out of chicken shit, that sometimes it matched just how bad the pass protection was, but mostly definitely amongst the interior offensive line, as we see right here. And this is multiple bodies, multiple seasons of the same stuff. Now, if we're talking about the draft, man, at that 18th pick, if somehow you guys could get someone like Tyler Booker from Alabama, or maybe, you know what I mean, if you go a different direction there, come back with a later pick for somebody like a Donovan Jackson at Ohio State, that would be the truth. But I've harped on this for a couple of months now. I wonder if all the new talent in the building as far as the coaching staff goes makes them think long and hard that if some of these guys are actually an upgrade over these young guys that they have already on the roster, like a Christian Haynes. Coming out of school, right? Everybody was excited about Christian Haynes. He showed some flashes as a rookie, but overall, man, you did not get the best out of Christian Haynes. And much to the chagrin of the fans who are in the know, I wonder if Anthony Bradford is still the guy out there, because when he was healthy, they had no problems playing him over Christian Haynes and everyone else on the roster as well. And when he was at LSU, Anthony Bradford was the truth as well. And he's just going into his third season. Christian Haynes going into a second season. We can't forget about Satal Laumea as well. He actually was getting in over Christian Haynes as well. Now, if it was me, I think I would move Christian Haynes to left guard. Bang! Oh my goodness, instant zombification and taxidermy. And maybe let those guys fight it out at right guard. Maybe adding in someone in the draft as well to get that shaken out. Oluwatimi should be the center, no doubt about that. Maybe you grab another center in the draft as well for depth purposes. However, the best results may come from your man Clint Kubiak and his ability to work the quick and screen game, right? The quick mid-range and screen game. I want to particularly focus, though, right here on the screen game. I love this dude's screen game. It is vast and expansive. Remember, I just did the drawing about Cam Scatterboo and that position that he could play on the Seattle Seahawks that we see Taysom Hill playing. We talked about the two back sets. However you want to label Taysom Hill, he'll line up at tight end sometimes. He'll line up, of course, in the backfield at a sniffer position of the fullback role. He'll line up as a normal tailback himself. He'll even line up as a quarterback in some of the single wing stuff, right? One of those gadget type players, and I think Cam Scatterboo could be that there. However, look at this. You have Taysom Hill right here. You have the normal tailback, Alvin Kamara, going in motion, and I'll let this play through, right? Like we always say right now, right? The block is hot. Make sure you're supporting quality content. You don't want your boy out here working for free, because then eventually I got to go on and move on to something else. So make sure you're supporting quality content. They're pulling these content ID claims when I run these full plays. But if we see it right here, motion to slot, bang, hit Alvin Kamara, let him get upfield there. Getting the ball in your playmakers' hands, right? Whether it be the receivers or the tight ends. I mean, they're running screens to tight ends. They're running in the receivers. Anybody who's on the field is a threat to get the ball in the screen game right here, where we can see Taysom Hill actually flattens out on the other side, moving the play away from your man Alvin Kamara, and then we see right there him being able to get the ball. Imagine that with your personnel, whether it be Kenneth Walker, Kenny McIntyre, Zach Charbonnet. All these guys have really good hands for running backs and can most definitely play this type of position, right? George Holani as well. Just talking about how it currently stands. And then you were to add in somebody with fantastic hands like a Cam Scatterboo or whomever they believe could play that type of role. Think about that right there. That will help out the offensive line, right? You're not blocking for that long at all. As a matter of fact, you're getting out and getting after it. I love this one right here. Coming out of an I formation, remember the two back sets, whether it be 21 personnel or 22 personnel or even 23 personnel I've seen Clint Kubiak go to. Everyone's a threat. Just remember that. Everyone on the field is a threat. Nobody's really out there just being a decoy. So they do run the ball a lot, so you have to respect the play-action game here, but you have your fullback in the game here, a real fullback, not a gadget type like Taysom Hill. And so you think this is probably going to be some type of lead ISO? Nope. Look at that. Bang. Mission abort screen. Cesar Ruiz out here. Everybody out in space there. And then, of course, getting the ball to Rashid Shaheed here. And, of course, that guy we know can absolutely fly. Think about somebody like Marquez Valdez-Scantling on your team, or even somebody like Jackson Smith and Jigba, who is so great after the catch that he'll be able to navigate this with ease. And, yeah, that's nasty, man. But the result is one thing, but the play itself, look at this. Hard play action, right? Ball in the belly of the beast? Nope. You just influenced this guy to come down, right? You already had the leverage out here with the space and the cushion because they're scared of Rashid Shaheed, and you're in your bigger set there. So if you get him matched up on a safety and the safety's at depth, look at all the space there, and then you have the offensive line coming. I'm not sure why my man fell right here, but whoop! Three Stooges, but he did just enough to lay on the ground right there. He about to get bedded, right? He got bedded there, but he did just enough, right, to get the DB on the ground there, and then Rashid Shaheed doing his thing, getting a first down there. Let's look at it from this angle. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Look at the carnage as far as everyone's eyes being absolutely demolished. Look at this. Everybody went with this fake here. Naked bootleg into a screen to Rashid Shaheed, your best playmaker, and along with Alvin Kamara. The offensive lineman fertilizes himself there. Then bang. Love these type of plays. And a play you're going to like will be heading over to BetUS TV for all your picks, predictions, and analysis. I've been checking in on these guys and their shows, man. It's absolutely fun. Listen to these guys talk about baseball, right, which is off to a hot start. NCAA basketball, which is about to wind down here really soon. Of course, they're talking about soccer, which is ramping up. And, of course, NBA as well. And you know I love my combat sports. Checking in on those UFC shows. UFC 314, I believe, this weekend is going to be nasty. So make sure you're heading on over there so you can fill your knowledge bank. And also, man, they're running those odds, man. Those odds like on the first tight end drafted. This ties into the Seahawks because I believe your man Colston Loveland will be a great pick for the Seattle Seahawks. With that first round pick, would that be it, right? Maybe he could be the first one taken, and then Tyler Warren is left for the Seattle Seahawks at 18. I don't know, right? But plus 500 on Colston Loveland, I would take that right there, just for no else because, hey, a lot of people believe he's better than Tyler Warren. So let me know what you think about that, right? But BetUS TV for all your picks, predictions, and analysis. 11 personnel, so one back, one tight end, and you have Kamara here, albeit in a more dense formation as far as the receivers go, with a plus split from the numbers, but very close. And you know why? Bang, another screen right here. Now, you know these guys are great with run after the catch, running backs. Why wouldn't you try to involve them in the screen game, even out in space? You can see right there, motion, getting it out to him there. And then look at him navigate those virgin-tight windows right there, those virgin-tight holes. Not much space there, but when you give it to someone like this, right? I mean, no, whatever, right? Tyler Lockett, right? Having him on the team and having him trying to traverse waters like this, obviously we know he's about to go down on the ground really quick. But having those guys that you have now, man, a lot more roughneck type dudes, people aren't trying to go on the ground, you're going to have a lot more results like this. But you give it to those roughneck running backs you have there, this is going to look real good, absolutely good. Last one right here, this might be my second favorite one, right? Under center, 12 personnel, one back, two tight ends. You get hard motion right there. Let's see how this develops right here. All right, you get that two tight set, right? Like I said before. So you're forcing a lot of people in the box. When you force, right, on some Kim Kardashian type shit, right? A lot of people up in that box right there. But what you do then is, if it's that crowded and you can break a tackle, yeah, it becomes that much worse for the defense. Look at that. Everybody getting upfield, a little bit of influence blocks there. He catches the ball in a 50-50 exchange scenario. Of course, we can see him, do the damn thing going this way, going this way, but he's Alvin Kamara. His vision and everything is like that. It's usually perfect, and especially him out in the field with the ball in his hands. We got kick returner in his blood and all that there. He's going to be able to navigate that. I can only shudder to think what your man Kenny McIntosh would do with this. Kenny McIntosh is somebody who I think plays very similar to Alvin Kamara. Same type of build and everything. Kenny McIntosh could do the damn thing. Of course, we know explosive off of a damn screen. So let me know what you think about that, what that does for the offensive line, where you want to see them go for the offensive line. Most people want new bodies there, but when you're someone like John Schneider and you draft these guys and they're still young and you believe they're not being coached up to the best of their ability, sometimes, man, you probably want to stay put with what you have, run what you brung. Obviously, you still need to add bodies there, but, man, maybe those guys who they add are not starters. Maybe they did get beaten out by the guys or beaten out by the incumbents. You never know how that happens, all right? But keep it locked right here. We'll keep going through these different scenarios, and we'll keep, educating the masses, right? Make sure you're supporting quality content as always. It's your boy Murph, top Billin villains in the building, doing it like that, all right? Big salute to everybody out there.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.